Good morning, welcome to Natasha Makes. I've got a quick fast fire show for you today. It is pre-recorded because, as you know, we are doing our Zoom live with Jane, with our lovely Quilting with Jane members. So this is a pre-record. I wanted to show you some techniques. I've had something come in which is rather exciting. I've been waiting a long time for this to come back into stock, and it's here today. And it's a little bit of a, I'm going to say, financial game changer. So for all of you that have enjoyed making the corks, since we discovered that you could fabric back your cork, which is just incredible, and then use it like leather. It has changed what we've done here. We've been able to do all sorts of different projects, all kinds of things. I've got them, well, I've got them all over the place actually. We've had bowls, we've had all sorts of things. Today, I want to look at a couple of quick, easy makes for favours. If you're thinking about decorating your Christmas table, something like that, or you want a little money pouch, or just something a little bit decorative and fun, pop a little gift in it, something like that, then I've got brand new templates for you today. But the main thing is we've got brand new Kaufman fabrics, which I showed you last week. Bit of a tease, sorry. They are now all up and available for you to purchase, which is absolutely great. And we'll have a look at those as well. But this is always the boring stuff, isn't it? That actually does the great jobs. This is the most cost-effective way that you are going to bond your fabric to your cork. Now, I've managed to get hold of 100 meters of this. When it's gone, I don't know if I can get it back. This is going to work really well if you have got a applique mat. Brilliant, perfect, you're good to go. Otherwise, I've restocked our Teflon pressing sheets because you can use that. Or failing that, get yourself your parchment paper out the kitchen that you'd bake with and use that instead. You just need something that's not going to stick. So normally we would be selling you things like Bonder Web, stuff like that. It's the same type of adhesion, just without that paper backing. So we're going to produce our own paper backing or just adhere straight onto an applique mat or something like that. Let me show you these techniques, but first of all, before I do that, let me show you these brand new fabrics that we have got in today, because as you can see, they are rather lush, So let's have a look. We did look, didn't we, last week, but I want to take another close-up for you. So I'll do these all on a nice little close-up for you so you can take a good in-depth look. Oh, not at me, we don't need that. This is the one that I am demoing in today because it's really rather lovely. Again, with Kaufman, you get this gold and it's absolutely stunning. I have got two other colorways of this, which I'm rapidly trying to find for you. There we go. I've got it in that incredible minty tealy colour, and then in this really rather stunning blue. So we've got three different colourways there for you to choose from. They are all so rich and stunning. Everyone's a winner. Now, if you had the Library of Rarities fabrics, this is from the same collection. Again, there's no metallic on this, but the detailing is exquisite, as we've come to expect from Kaufman. So if you would like that, again, that is up. So imagine some of our bowls and bags and things like that with this as your lining. Just incredible. If you want something for those gentlemen, something that's a little bit just patterned, things like that. And of course, you don't have to use these with cork. You can just use them as incredible linings. We have that beautiful wax fabrics last week. And as we discovered, those fabrics, imagine creating a wash bag for a loved one out of that, or just an incredible shopping bag with that as your waterproof outer and that as your incredibly zingy lining. Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And then the last three to show you. I love it. I don't know if I've got a favourite. I don't know how I can have a favourite. It's just so hard. I'm really just enjoying the geometrics of these. So maybe you're making for Christmas, maybe you're going to make gift bags for Christmas, then why not just add that little bit of bling? So you've got this sort of watery mark behind it, this watery effect, and then you've got this almost kind of Escher type gold on top. And then we've got, for those of you that love a bit of EPP and Hexie, we've got it in the green and we've got it in the red. So again, get your bees, get going on that. You can be a busy bee with that. I think that is fair to say, but they are just stunning and they are available for you today. They're going to work so well with the corks, but as a standalone fabric. We have done gift bags before. We have also done just really simple bottle bags as well. Again, thinking about Christmas, starting to gift there is kind of where my head is at the moment. I'm kind of dipping into that. So let's have a look then. Today's makes, two very, very simple ones. It's not really about, you know the drill. We're going to adhere our fabric to our cork. It's more about showing you how to use this because it's slightly different. And then we've got two separate makes here. But I just want to show you how cute is this. That's what this one folds up into. And then you've got a nice little gift bag in there. And you can just, and we'll have a look. I'll show you that in just a minute. But it is, oh, it's just so lovely. So. I did warn you this one was going to be quick. Short and sweet. That's the one, isn't it? I've gone ahead and cut out, I see that was a Lisa one that I was playing with, but these are the two templates. If you want a fabric edition, an all-sewn fabric edition, we do have an any size triangle pouch, so you can use that. You can always grab that if you want the same effect but in whatever size you want, but using fabric if you're not a fan of the cork. But if you haven't tried the cork, give it a go. Now I'm using an applique mat. This could also be other way round with a Teflon pressing sheet. They are due to arrive today, and this is it. This is the mesh. So it is very, very simply just, so there's just a mesh of glue effectively, and then you're going to take your fabric and press it onto the other side. Now oh, there goes my sheet that I was about to demo with. Goodo. Now the beauty of this is, of course, it's so fine. If there's a little spot or a little bit where you want a bit of extra adhesion or anything like that, you just cut it and put it on. It's very, very simple. But what we're going to create is effectively a backed fabric, a glue-backed fabric. And that's what we're making here. So make sure your iron is nice and hot. And it will, and if you get any extra on the mat, like I was doing some earlier, it just scrapes off. But you can save that and you can re-adhere that onto another bit. That was from earlier, look, it wasn't even on there. And you've just got to give it time to melt into the body of the fabric. And this is often used if you're overlaying lace onto another fabric, because you're not going to see it. So you can afford to be a little bit messy with it. Now, whilst that is doing that, let me go and grab that piece of parchment and hope I can get back before I burn the fabric, because that would not be my greatest look to date, now would it? I mean, it's been done before. I do have form. But yeah, this is a very, very versatile and really, really cost effective. Look at the deal we've got this on today. Now, with the other with the paper backed ones, obviously there's that additional cost because you've got to pay for the paper. But with this, you're just paying, like you can see, it's shiny. It's shiny where that's adhered. And if you want to go at it from the other way, just put your paper on and go at it from there. But this is it. If you've got This shouldn't need, at this point, you're not going to really need any steam. It's just that heat that is doing the job for us here. Now when I adhere this then onto the cork, yes, then I will use a little bit of steam, just because it's got to get through, it's got to adhere both to both, and cork is just a slightly different beast to work with. But you can see and if it hasn't adhered, I'm gonna, there we go. When it's on properly, it goes to shiny. If you haven't added enough heat, so it takes a little bit of time just to melt in, but it's got a really, really strong bond. Now, of course, you might want to just lay this straight between the two fabrics and just go straight for it. You can do that too. So it will just peel off. Now you see, this is the bit that I haven't popped any heat onto. It's folded on a little bit there, but that's fine. So you can manipulate it, you can trim it, you can cut it, and any scraps. I have a box just under here. It was when I ran out the other day, I was like, oh, I really need to get some more of that. And it was at that point that I sort of went, right, I need to get some more. So I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to put my cork down there, and then put this on top. Now this comes on a 1.5 metre length. So the ones that are paper backed come on much shorter rolls. So this really, I cannot stress how incredible cost-wise this is. Now, we've got a little bit of an experiment going here. This half here has got the glue already melted in. This is just sandwiched between, this half here, just sandwiched between, that hasn't had any heat on it yet. I'm going to go in with a little bit of steam when I use it with the cork. And we'll see what the difference is between the two. Now I'm doing this onto an applique mat, so it just, any sticky that goes onto the mat underneath, because there's a bit of extra glue there, just peels back off and you can use it again. So that's the beauty. So whether you've got an applique mat, I'll see if I can get any more of these, because they were very, very useful. You might have a sugar mat if you're a sweet person. They do pretty much the same kind of thing. But there it is. And the steam, of course, passes through here and passes through the cork. So when you peel it back, you may see that your cork is slightly damp. That will just dry. This is a natural product, the cork. That's why I absolutely love working with it. And, you know, trees don't go crazy when they get a bit damp. They just dry out. So we've got that, and that has adhered all through. We've got a little bit extra there that we can just trim back. That's absolutely fine. But that has gone on equally, whether you adhered it to your fabric first, or this end here, whether you just sandwiched it between and just went in on a oneer. So you can cut out that whole first step if you want, and just sandwich the two together and go in with that heat straight across, which then just saves time, saves faff, saves everything. So then with today's latest one, let's have a little look at how that's going to. I'm going to do it this side. So this is a very quick, easy make. Love this. I love this for us. Look at this. And again, just using your template. And you'll do exactly the same with when you come to use your other template. Slightly more complicated to cut out. With your other template, by the way, for this one, for your Favour holder, yes, these are easy to cut. If you struggle here with these, then you can just put a slit. You can just cut a slit with a knife through there, And that, you know, that will work too. That will absolutely work just as well. I'm going to mark off my points. Again, I'm going to be using my leather punch for these bits. And they go diagonally across. And the perfect thing that I really love about this is that I've got everything perfectly placed in line. And you can use your rotary cutter. This is a great project you can do with the kids if you want to get them having a good go. Bit of craft with them. And this is the easiest of the easy, isn't it, really? And then we'll pop a hole in there, hole in there, hole there, and then one just there. You can edge this, of course, if you've got all the edging tools. And of course you can edge that and give that a really, really, really lovely finish. So let me just, I've got to remember how to do that. You will fold it over so that, I've got to remember which way I did this now. I've got this one here. How did I do that? So. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Which way round it happens, as long as it happens. I'm going to take that across to there, like that, and then. Oh crikey! I can't remember which way round I did it now. When it suddenly happens, suddenly clicks, and you go, "Oh yeah, it's like that, isn't it?" Why can't? Okay. Let's get that across there. So you'll have one like that and one, there we go, one across like that. I've remembered now. You know when you do something a while before and then you just forget. And then that simply will fold down to there and we can rivet that and that folds down to there. So whichever one you want to have as your, one as your popper, and one just holding everything in place. It doesn't matter because they're both going to do the same thing. It just depends on which way around. So the trick here, which I obviously completely forgot, is to have the rounded edges so that they are poking out both sides there. You've got straight edges. These are kind of sharp edges, and then you've got rounded ones. Get your rounded ones like that. And then just take it across. And you can rivet that, easy peasy, and then you can put your popper into that one there. And then what you've got is then just a lovely little either favour purse, coin purse, anything you like, and popper that on to that one. Now to assemble this one here, what you want to do is bring these sides together first. So the ones with the slits, and again, you might have just made a simple slit. If you're not going to want to, if you're going to keep it like this, this is perfect actually for AirPods, anything like that. Line up those slits. You see there, they're all lined up. And then you want to weave that in through both of them and out through both of them. And again, if you want to use your leather edge, paints, anything like that, then that's going to give a really beautiful finish, help hold everything together. So coming around here, same again, fold one over the other and then just thread through, and that holds it in place. It's amazing. And there it is. And you just align those middle sections. And that is all then threaded through. If you wanted to pull that down, that will go under there if you need it to. And if you want to pop a little popper, if you want to bring those up a little bit further, then you can, if you want, pop a little press popper there. If you want to have that as something that then doesn't give way in any way, you know, if you want it to be, whatever's in there, be completely and utterly safe. But I just think for table favours, how lovely is that? And you get that exquisite pop of gold when you look into it. I just think they're so much fun. I really, really love them. And they're just all folded. So you can get your kids making these with you. You know, if they're on half term or anything like that, then that's the way. That's the thing to do, isn't it? Let's just finish. Have I got, where did I put? Now, of course, the other thing that you could do with these is pop another little hole in there. And if you wanted to, then you could screw in your O-ring things. But again, if you're making to sell, these are brilliant. Really, really good. And, you know, please do. So that will come there and that will be on the edge there. So let's find some rivets to just hammer in. Excuse how dry my hands are. So I'm going to put that rivet just onto that bed there. Hold that in place. Pop that there. Give that a little hammer. And then we'll pop our popper on there. And then you've got something that you can then hold on to if you need. Get my little gold buttons out. I mean, you could always do this one before you put everything together. Now, we did have these snap bundles. I don't know. So that's that pointy side up that you want to just sit in that snap there. And it's really important to keep that in place, because otherwise you won't get, if it pops out, which it has done for me in the past, just make sure it is, you won't get a nice smooth finish. That's fine. And then that popper in there. And it's just easy because all the holes are there, they're all marked for you, so you know exactly where you've got to go with it. And there you have it. It is as simple as that. Simple, quick and easy, nice little gift. You could hang them on your Christmas tree, couldn't you? You could have them as advents, so you could pop those on. Oh, yes, I'm just going to turn that around. You could have, and then you could have them hanging from the fireplace. You could put numbers on them. That would be amazing. But they're just a really sweet little thing just to have if you wanted to. Ooh, 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 where are my corner edges? Oh, let me just see if I've got a little corner, a sneaky corner that I can pop on there. I had those in here. Ooh. Oh, that would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? Would that work? Tell you what, I just trimmed that off a little bit more. You could have fun trimming that back. Don't know, just giving this one a go. I have no idea. If you wanted to. Now this is you can either plier these on or hammer them in. It's entirely up to you. But it would give you a different look. Where's my... I got pliers here. Apparently only really big ones. Just to crimp that down in place. It's another option for you. It is another option. I would, you've got to trim that into a, or actually you might want to pop one on there instead. There are options. Have a play, have a play. That is today's show. I did warn you it was a quick one, but I think the big takeaway for me is get these beautiful Kaufman fabrics. They can be made into the most gorgeous Christmas makes. But the big thing is, if you are doing anything with cork, grab yourself the Teflon pressing sheets and grab yourself some of that, because when that is gone, that is gone. It's taken me ages to get it back in stock, but give it a go, because it's your most cost-effective way to do all of these makes, and it holds. It's brilliant. That's why I've been sourcing it for so long. Take care, everybody. We will see those of you that are crafting at the Creative Crafting Show at the end of the week. Tomorrow, I've got gorgeous O'Deal kits for you. So you can either use a little scrap of your cork and make a beautiful little pouch like so, or the kits that we've got for you will, of course, do her pencil cases. So the choice is yours, which is really, really lovely. We've demoed this before, so I won't demo this tomorrow, but you can always find it back. But we have got the kits where you either make that, or you can make that with a little bit of cork, or the rest of your contrast fabric. It's entirely up to you. So do join me tomorrow when we will be O'Dealed up. Take care, lots of love. Bye-bye.